everybody. How's everyone doing today? My name is Mike Saleh. I'm the Resident Service Director and the host of today's Chipcast. I have some important information that I'd like to share with the group. That's why I brought my sheet. So if I'm looking down, don't hate me. But definitely want to share some news with you guys so that everyone is aware. First and foremost, we would like to thank all residents who took part of the cable conversion and who took it with stride. We want to thank you for your understanding. I know it was not an easy process. We hope that everybody has had their cable converted. Everyone should be on Centrix now. And if you're not, please definitely let me know, let Bill know, so that way we can get with our internal IT team to set you up with Centrix. They were here all of last week, Monday through Thursday, depending on the building. And then Friday was their makeup day on anyone that was missed. So hopefully by now, today being Tuesday, everyone is no longer using WOW and has cable service through Centrix. Okay. We want to let residents know that we're going to be implementing a new grievance policy. Really doesn't have that big of an impact on residents themselves. There's nothing that you would need to do. It's more for us internally. What that is that if you go to make a complaint or have an issue with something and residents go to the department head, and the department head can't fix it within a 24-hour period, then they will fill out a form, a grievance form that the directors have, indicating who you are, the apartment, and what the issue is. So that way, it kind of gives us a better idea of tracking issues or grievances or problems. As you guys know, I've been doing that since I started. I think what they want to do now, they see the success of that tracking system that I've kind of kept in place. They want to do it now so each individual department has their own tracking system, so that way they can kind of hold themselves accountable. Now, if there's an issue that cannot be resolved within that 24 hours, they'll fill out the form. And what they're supposed to be doing is if it ends up taking more than 24 hours and it gets completed, the director themselves are supposed to call the resident to see if it's has been updated to the resident's satisfaction. If the resident is not satisfied with the update or not satisfied with the completion of the work, then that form will be given to me and Laura for us to try to escalate and try to contact the residents to make sure that the residents are happy. So that's the new form that we're going to be implementing. We would like to get it started, I think, almost immediately. Let me just check my notes. Yeah, we want to get that started immediately. So we've been kind of internally preparing ourselves for this so that way it can be implemented correctly with residents. Again, as far as residents, there's no forms, there's nothing that you would have to fill out. Just continue doing what you do, go to the director of the department and let them know. You no longer have to come to me because now you're going to them and then they'll fill out a form. Now, sometimes if you end up going to a member of the team that's not the director, then that's fine. That member of that team will let the director know, and then the form will still be filled out. But the form itself is always filled out by the director of the department. Okay, that's great. Let's see. Another thing that we're going to do that I think it's fairly new is we're going to have a new process, and because of that grievance process, we're going to deactivate the resident connection on Odyssey. Starting tomorrow, Wednesday, September 18th. Residents continue to not utilize Odyssey for what it's meant for. Basically, it will not allow residents to post any comments on Odyssey in the various sections. There was an administrative section, there was a security one, there was for dining. So that's going to be deactivated effective tomorrow. If there's any issues that residents have, they're going to go ahead. This new grievance process allows them to go straight to the director and then share that complaint. Because when a resident has an issue, that issue is involving that particular resident. When they were putting it on Odyssey, now we had 15 different residents that had no issue with what the original issue was. It became very hard for us to kind of maintain and keep the spirits. So we're going to deactivate resident connections starting tomorrow, Wednesday, September 18th. And then we're also and have been looking at Windows Cafe. We're going to be reviewing our own processes to see how we can make things easier for residents. And then we want to make sure that residents understand the usage of Windows Cafe. Just so residents are aware, I was not aware of this, so it was kind of news to me. We have not raised food costs since COVID. So since COVID has, before I started, food costs have not been risen. As I'm sure everyone knows, the cost of food groceries has rose. Everything has been rising, but we haven't risen our food cost. And then with the food cost in our prices at Windows, that does not include our labor. So we need to start looking a little bit more internally to see what things we need to do to keep Windows open and keep it afloat. Because right now it's just we're not making ends meet. So we'll have more news on that when we have it. We just wanted to let residents know that we're looking into things and talking internally to see what things we can do. There will be some modifications to Windows. And we'll let you know when those modifications are to be made. As of now, everything kind of remains the same. There's no worrisome, there's no rumors. We'll just continue doing things as normal. But as soon as we figure it out, we plan to let residents know. Lastly, things I wanted to kind of share with the residents, as I'm sure you guys have known, we've been Bill and I, Bill Leiter, Director of Customer Service and Concierge, we've been aggressively looking at providing outside venues and outside activities for residents to attend after normal hours during the week and definitely on weekends. But our biggest struggle has been in finding transportation for residents. I am happy to say, although I'm not done, Bill and I have found some transportation company that will provide transportation. The company is called, and I will not say it correctly, but it's called Tootl, Tootl, Transport. Their business is basically driving around senior citizens and other senior living communities. They take them to their appointments, doctor's appointments, and stuff like that. And we've been working, Bill and I have been working with them for about, I want to say about a month, to be honest. I know it was definitely before I went on my vacation. They came referred to by Adam Sterling. So thank you, Adam, for that, because I think this will be a huge help to our residents. But they can take you to restaurants. If a group of residents want to go to a restaurant, they can pick you up from here round trip. They give you about 3-hour window, and it'll be a 30-mile round trip distance. If it's going to be more than 30-mile distance from Allegra Village, there could be some additional costs. But they allow up to 7 residents. So if you can get up to 7 residents to go, it'd be $21 a person to go. If you're getting less than 7 people, then it will be more than $21. So if I do my math, it's $147 for them to transport residents wherever they wanted to go within a 30-mile radius round trip. So it boils down to about $21 an hour. So we can take you to the Tigers game, we can take you to the Detroit Opera House, Little Caesars for any type of comedy shows, any type of shows that they're doing, or anything like that. The only thing is you need to get 7 people. Now, if wheelchairs are among the 7 residents, or they're among the residents, then the van can only take 7 residents with no wheelchairs. If wheelchairs are needed, it would be less than the 7 residents. But they, like I said, they've been doing this now for a very long time. They go to multiple different senior living communities. This is all they do, is basically transport. And they have different vans and different accessibility based on the people that they're picking up. But they'll definitely do after 5 p.m. during the week, and are available during the weekends. Like I said, the name of the company is Tool, Tootl Transport. You guys residents are encouraged to contact them directly, or we can set it up for you. The cool thing is that once you're set up, everything after that will be very, very easy. It's a very easy process to set up. Doesn't take a long time at all. If you want to contact them yourself to kind of get a little bit more information, you're definitely welcome to. Their point of contact is Gail Wink, W-I-L-K, Gail, and her phone number is 855-610-3300. Again, the name is Gail, last name is W-I-L-K, and the phone number is 855-610-3300. And you can also look them up online if you choose to. The online is RIDE, RIDETOOTL.com. Again, it's www.ridetoootl.com. So hopefully with that, residents can maybe start utilizing this service. And this is the best price that I could have gotten. Like I said, Bill and I have been contacting various transportation companies, and they were in the $1,000 range. But of course, they can fit a lot more people, but it was more costing $40 to $50, maybe even $55 for the round trip. And that's just not cost efficient for me to even mention it. So that's why we kept looking and searching. The $21 for 7 people, I hope that's reasonable. I mean, if we're doing it internally for various locations at $15, I think $21 to have your own kind of personal chauffeur is kind of cool. Maybe, don't quote me on this, but if we can utilize them and we can use their service and we can get a lot of traction, maybe we can get that $21 a person lowered. But it's hard for me to tell them to do it now when they don't know exactly what type of business it's going to be. Plus, they have their own costs, right? The driver, the gas, the time, and the vehicle, and the wear and tear, oil change, and so much. So like I said, let's see what we can do. There's definitely a bunch of shows and sporting events as now we go into the fall, still in the summer time with the weather being very, very nice. Let us know if you're interested. Like I said, we definitely want to utilize this transportation company, and hopefully it works in the benefit of our residents. So that way you have a way of getting and branching out of the village to do something that you enjoy. That is all the news I have. Hopefully everyone can watch this and get this information. All I ask, as I always do, please, if you have any questions or maybe are confused about any of the information that's provided, please come see me so that way I can clear up any confusion. And let's not speculate or gossip about rumors that are not valid, because it's really starting to affect some residents who are believing in these gossip and these rumors. Again, thank you so very much for your time, and hopefully we'll see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody.